of the position that we took in Parliament. And you can now begin to appreciate Ubekaya some time ago in Chebia and a vice president on woman a Ghana card and 1,000 interchanges. Obechusi Ghana card.
Yeah.
And remember that this is a person who is struggling to become the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, or what the presidential ambition, even though many pundits and analysts believe damages. But it's his presidential ambition is hinged on how they can manipulate the voters register and ultimately rig the next elections. And that is what he's fixated with. Now, as I said, they emphasize two fundamental points.
Okay.
Adekyee. This is very, very important. Adekyee, as I say, what kind the Constitution of Ghana, the 1992 Constitution, Electoral Commission is expected to be an independent body. Independent. The independent, actually, say, Obia need to me obey dictated to the Electoral Commission. Obia and to me and Kasa and the Electoral Commission. Obia and to me and directed the Electoral Commission how they should conduct their job, which direction they should go, and all of that. Into the Dr. Baumia Ayano is a blatant violation of the 1992 Constitution. It undermines the independence of the Electoral Commission. Because Vice President, it is not your duty. You have absolutely no business in how voters register is compiled. And Sebi, as chair of the economic management team, that is nowhere near your remit, nowhere near your mandate. Into a strong warning must be sent to Dr. Baumia. Sir, this usurpation of the independent mandate of the Electoral Commission will not, what Dr. Baumia has done, what really say, Electoral Commission, they are they go for a secret meeting, they are plotting to oh yes, that's what it means. That's what it means. That's what it is, because the Electoral Commission is absolutely independent. That is what is expected. And commissioners do not instructions from anybody. We are vice president, we are minister, we are DCO, we are president, we are opposition leader. No matter who you are. In Ghana, even the architecture that has emerged over the years, your friend BB IPAC, which is just an independent, an inter-party advisory committee. Your friend, all the various parties there, Mumbana, Yendi, for transparency, to build confidence. And that IPAC arrangement, and as the name suggests, it is just advisory. It's just advisory. And Woon himself, for some time now, the NDC has boycotted those IPAC.
So NDC for
it has become a sham.
Yeah.
Until we don't even attend. So what the vice president has done, a clear undermine, is a clear unconstitutional conduct, and it exposes what is going on. Sir, clearly, the MPP government and the Electoral Commission, if they want to save the little already, no, among shouldn't need credibility, but kakrana kano, the little left, no, if they want to save it, on person will protect here, and then, and sana area bebano, they should be issuing a statement, distancing themselves, condemning what the vice president has done, and assuring the nation that they are still independent. They are not working from the vice president's office and at the vice president's house. They are not taking instructions from him. Because the vice president, look, in any other country, there will be an uproar. Because the Kobo match 2024. Now, one of the teams and the coaches, or what who the referee will be, and how the referee looks like, how the referee will conduct his work. Who will go and play that match? The vice president is so unconstitutional, it is so reckless, and look, things like this, okay, at the history of other countries that have seen civil strife, that have seen conflict, election-related violence. Where people lose confidence. Say, there's a whole grand conspiracy to just kill the process. And answer na BBC Krano, we hear it from a player, not the umpire. And the umpire is not independent. Referee, no, on your independent. Referee, no, he takes instruction from one side. What you are doing eventually, you are undermining our democracy. You are destabilizing our democracy. People will lose confidence. And what all of us, at least the majority of peace-loving Ghanaians, the AM panel, and non ABC, share Kenya, share Ivory Coast, share Guinea, all those countries that had election-related violence. Say in a study, Mali, say in a study, Electoral Commission will declare results, then change the results based on what the ruling government wants. Eventually, that is what led to the coup in Mali. And look, we are refusing to learn. Some people in Ghana, Dr. Baumia especially, and the MPP, are refusing to learn from the bad examples all around us. Now, Minia, they can't measure two from that point.
Yes.
Point they say, Minia, at this time, we are vice president. We are head of the economic management team. There is a cost of living crisis. Yeah, Kasa say, budget ayababe kind of parliament. Abansi on to me and continue with NABCO. 1st September or more traffic. But Aban and to me and make provision for paying the arrest of NABCO workers. I'm going
to NABCO move by 1st September.
Yes, by 1st September, almost who can media review now. And then 9 months arrears no. Aban and to me and they were silent on the 9 months arrears. They don't know their fate. You start now, Moka said they will transition the people. You start also a collapse. They are not getting them. E-levy and donor partners who are not interested. They were expecting to raise about $611 million from donor partners, but the donors are not interested because of how the economy has been mismanaged. In 100,000 youth, you owe them 9 months arrears. Their future now hangs in the balance. That or 2020 election, we say, remember them, remember their sustenance of their jobs depends on the election. Remember me. Still say NDC for a castle, Yaba more permanent status will absorb them. Because we did an HR gap analysis, a scientific work. And say within the public sector, we have gaps, we have vacancies. We call nursing, the teaching field, we call policing, military, local government, We have vacancies all over. And we said we would rather cut expenditure, cut the number of ministers, number of presidential staffers, and all of these, chartering of ultra-luxury jets, sky buff scandals, all those things, a better to raise money and give these workers permanent status. Almost this promise, no? In Tamara, almost Koka said, we will give them a permanent status. So remember me. They say, you have deceived them. 1st September. Until you have this situation. At Dana or Kasa and Dra or Kasa, you have Tankers Association for
strike.
I declare strike. Kola, what promises you have not you haven't showed how you are going to pay. What kind budget now? You have crisis with free SHS. To mean the schools charge for I issue statement that their patience is running out. Even feeding, school supplies and core textbooks. You haven't finished. I think I will started production. Everything is in a mess. The economy, inflation, 30% inflation, unprecedented in over 3 decades. Meaning, the fiscal deficit, the level of debt, and to say, all the analysis, the latest one, Bloomberg for almost say, countries who are at a high risk of defaulting on their debt. Ghana, number 2. We are seeing just next to El Salvador. We are doing badly than even Ukraine. Ukraine for more receiving the bombs from Russia. Omokra at the number 8. Yenya was number 2. Top. We are almost number 1. Say, a Kana Yetino. So much mismanage the economy. Say, in the midst of all this crisis, is this what a vice president should be talking about? Who now we head of the economic management team? Who power? Who deliver numerous lectures? You have the magic wand. Over to me, President Mahama, you're incompetent, and all those unprintable language that they use on President Mahama, Pakwesi Misata, who disturbed Papanasa with 170 questions, disturbing until the man died. Now, here we are.
Please.
Instead, say, Ube Ghana for assurance. Ube focusing on the Duma. Because look, the vice president must understand, sir, any remote chance. Look, the MPP is losing the next election terribly, and one year they may never come back to power because of this their horrible record.
I say
their abysmal record. We share the levels of corruption and all of that. Until the vice president ought to understand, sir, the only hope that he has is not by trying to manipulate and because on himself performance has been so bad or manipulative system. But he must understand, sir, look, 2 years, if he at least tries to save his face, the defeat might on. The Ghanaian people voted for them to solve their problem and to address the economic crisis at Yaba. And that is what Ghanaians expect. Somebody who is the head of the economic management team in the economic crisis, IMF economic crisis. That is what the Ghanaian people expect the vice president to be talking about, and not usurping the role of the electoral commissioner. I mean, is he the electoral commission? Is he Dr. Bamia to say Onono Yeji Mensa? I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Now, in 2021, we are expecting this limited registration exercise, but and then we are almost the last quarter of the 2022, and then also now. So with this Ghana card issue, I can say requirement being and more 18 years, I be migrate into voter registered. What card are we going to use?
Adekyee, Yanyana, as I say, yes, sir. The electoral commission we have today is not fit for purpose. the G Mensa-led Electoral Commission is so clueless, it's so inept, it is so useless. Even right from the way Omo conducted the last election. Who Electoral Commissioner what declared Dr. Farijan, we did and now to say, as you have pointed out, 2021, now as I said, or year continuous registration 1 year. 2022, there is no sign. What they are all thinking about is conspiracies to rig the next election. And it just shows you how inept they are. Electoral Commission, we are creating the problem we have at SAR. SAR for, look, the 8th Parliament will forever be remembered as the decapitated Parliament. The on whole Parliament are not any complete. How can you element with the good people of SAR? Central Kofi, Bafu, Lipe, Lolobi, Omuni representation. And you call this a complete, it cannot be. This is a sick Parliament in terms of its configuration. And it's because of the clueless and inept Electoral Commission. Again, conspiring with their collaborators in the MPP so that they can win the Hawkeye seat and get Amewu in Parliament. Into OSHA Electoral Commission, the track record, as they say, they've now hired the vice media spokesman to further just expose how, and the levels of unconstitutionality. Now, one wonders, with all of this ineptitude, and then ABC, 2021, 1 year continuous registration. 2022,
yes.
So far,
2022,
yes, so far nothing has been said. Timetable, thing, we don't know whether it will be done or not. Now, Ghana card now, more rely on. Let's admit, sir, this Ghana card registration exercise, in my the last time, every time I asked for the data, because I'm monitoring keenly. Last week, data now may review here. Will you believe, sir, since 29th March of this year, 29th March, more than a month ago, almost say headquarters, Accra, say they have logistical challenges into cards now, are printed cards for those who are registered. And since 29th March, the constituents 1,445. Can you imagine? 1,445. Omababe Choromudin, Oma register, ya capture Omo. Now so NIA force Omun Kofi, no Omo befre Omo. Because headquarters say Omo ni card. Plastics now Omo de be printed.
But I never call headquarters. OTR 2.5. Eastern Leonia card.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Intiana, maybe the Northtown director and say, Ebanisena, Accra, Omo Tiano, Omonia, Nanso in the Volta region, and maybe a number of my colleagues. It's a similar situation across. You have a clear, picture imaging. Say, certain strongholds of the MPP and the capital, Omono printing cost, but over the strongholds of the NDC, and I'm speaking empirically. With data, I have the fact. It's 1,445 since 29th March. Nobody should talk about the conspiracy theory. NDC for they are full of suspicion. They are in America. About the sign Accra, they say people are queuing. Even Elwak or more creative, even NIA for creative, even zones, and they're giving people the avenue to come and register for the card. What the more you pay, the faster you get the card. How is it that those in the Volta region, they are telling us cards not asa, cards and since 29th March, no card has been issued. Can you imagine? No card has been issued. If you go and announce a registration process and you say, sir, Ghana card and Kwan and I be using, are you not disenfranchising Ghanaians?
Sure, it is because the Ghana card in a delay with the exercise of the limited voter registration.
Oh yes, I mean, look.
But honorable, before the Ghana card, Diana Nanka said Obinya, so we 18 years, yet the requirement to get into the voter register.
Minia, Osha Abu Ramadan case. Before no, so many. If you have ADID like health insurance, the previous voters ID card, passport, birth certificate, all of these were allowed. But after the Abu Ramadan case, it was narrowed down to passports, and then or passports, and then if you can have people also guarantee for you, or be voter ID card now, that those people can also guarantee for you. I think it used to be 10, according to the CI, you can guarantee for about 10 people. These are the primary documents. And the question that many people are asking is just the same thing really with this SIM card chaos all over the place. Also, the primary document to get a Ghana card, a passport or passport, you can use that. Now when it comes to SIM card registration, also it must be only the Ghana card. And the same thing they are trying to do with the new register, compile. And you see, look, it is all just to disenfranchise. Because Oman making sure about almost strongholds now, the system is good, the network is fast, logistics have been provided, or more printed cards. Now, so look, my place like this, will you believe, sir, I had to buy a router because not network. Misika and I made a tour equipment, a boa, NIA4. They should use it. I donated it to them because when I saw how a whole day long queue, Nippon 90, can you imagine the whole day? Almost yeah. And then they say, the process has gone quite fast. Now it's an issue of cards. Almost a card.
I see.
It's just clear about that.
I see.
Just to see some strongholds of the NDC, and we all see.
Right. And so what is the stuff of the NDC now? Do you still remain, say, you want anything goes?
It cannot be anything goes. I mean, that will mean democracy through the window. It will mean all of what we have fought for 30 years on, since 1992. And our forebears, those who came before us, to consolidate our democracy. It will mean that we are throwing all into the bin, into the cost of democracy, eternal vigilance. To say, and you in the need, all those who want to sustain this democracy, who don't want to see violence, who don't want to see conflict, because nobody is going to for Baumia to now become Jean Mensa number 2, Onona, or dictated to the Electoral Commission, Onona, or schedule elections and how register should be. Look, in any case, Minia, Osha the level, Osha the economic crisis. Now, Osha Ahonchira Abba. The last thing that should be on anybody's mind there, they are cooperating.
Okay. I don't want to talk about
should.
All right.
When they did the new register, their electoral fortunes reduced as compared to 2016. Who show my results 2020? It was, look at hung parliament. They lost more than 30 seats. They lost over 500,000 votes presidential. And they should record the
new register. No, and let me thank you much for your time. Honorable, thank you very much. I'm sorry, we've spoken lengthily. And that's Anapai Yamin Crown. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, Honorable Samuel Akujeto Ablakwa. Member of Parliament, North Tone, now turning us up in the Chicomo. Yentra Wumra, na Anapai, Mame and Kai will say farm doctors, Maka a campaign. Say, yari, Ninara, Yakobe, Nina, maybe actually say Copedro, na and Unuma, ebe Mawayare Sanako. Nipanua, and then Okoko Pedro one horn. Or no, or so yari and enti maybe I may be say, enti dear. Wakase kotwa drone no na oyade ne bekọ no any de oye drone na kasa mu no why na ka be prefer akọ no baba me nchen ma hwe be se kono kotwa drone awo drugstore no na a drone no why na ye nipa no a oye drone na kasa se ene wabie na pono ato se opese hwe na oye no se ne etie bia no ono ankasa ni me no yade na asebetu amanako se nipa ni sei ene de ono ko ne nchen ma adu ama se kono koto no obekọ wan ho anapay oni me be adwene a enkayemi a mekọ de ono kasa efrafra nro no na we ye dro no na makọ ne ho sanse ono no before be fra nro no na woni dro no yade ko a wode kwa kosa anapay any farm doctors if oni nkomo omo se bra yade ne se ni tie biara omo nro a omo de be kano a ebekọ anapay any farm doctors ni nkomo anapay
Aruto FM Asheye.
I'm just a be
yes, I don't. Yeah,
you was Farm Doctors Naturopathic Clinic. Doc, me who say I don't pay be an manager because when you say wabe, I have a pudding to Bushio be I want to say.
Yes, I don't. Ubia hoye pa. Say men can show say omochia pa.
Jubia.
Afi farm doctors yedin chia sonko emma ahoto FM etiefo nyina ubia otie ahoto FM bia no ye chia ene anope.
Look, you link when you say what the before for an eba.
Yes.
Anope dey na what the ebrayin.
Anope dey me share ye farm doctors naturopathic clinic. Yeah, novel strategy and ideas ya. You did deal with idea be a complicated and answer impediment.
Idea be complicated. Just say idea I know share. I want to anymore.
Yes.
I see.
Man, idea the be out the could be
very difficult.
Yes.
So we to me are you.
Yes.
Very complicated.
Yes.
And no idea.
25 years, 20 years, 30 years. Adena ye diama
a
clinic bia be could be and no 7 no pay me beka. Na a dance ya nyanko pon ye wo efa de making ho de. Omo eba farm doctors ankasa no ene disa a dance yam. India no pay farm doctors Obaye nchen anase obaye clinic ho a yeto yebo ase na ye de emfidie ahwehwe wo nipadua ni mu nyina na oyade na atena wo so 20 years 25 years 30 years no ye be kwa akohwe de ekofa asayade ne baaye ekwan bai na yade no afa so edi wo nipadua ni nya kwan ben ye betumi afa so etu yade no asede ama ebi ono ma wankasa wogitum se ade na edi wonya no wabemo bu say de what say who scam afa de wan kasa who say open say who give up and no one say na no pay me can say Bomade say ube tumrika no aba farm doctors naturopathic clinic na ye hot die ube dua say Yesu Kristo tiasi obi wonu ma Kofi oba utimi hu say ni BP no atena ne so be say 20 years 25 years wanum wiase no nyina unim say BP a eda 200 and something ebi 180 ebi 190 na diastolic and numbers 100 120 110 Kofi ye many pan a draw for 3 days ya onye below 120/80.
Wow.
Na omo kasa eba no dwen ho a obi tumi frɛ na obi say doc me ho dwiri me enti na no pay ye to nsa frɛ wo say o how ben na da wo so yade ben na atra oni pedue nim akyɛ na edi unya na ama ojo ho baby a engine no tumnika na anope ya bra farm doctors naturopathic clinic aye wo oyebi baby a wo bia faka na bra oyebi na oba bedu oyebi a ye beto ye mbo asidi mfidi ahwehwe oni pedue ni mu nyina na adi poti a edi unya yade ekro na abetena wo so akyɛ eya na metaka asemi se bra Kofi are ho sem ni se Ghana aye den ama efie bia bewura mu bia no awarefo no ensu na bra Kofi o hye se Ghana aye den na oyiri ensu na unnim se awade mu no ye eniema bia obenya free bema ho no ma etimi tene house etimi tene are ho so enti unya sikampo ma no ne do anwumre utumi ma na ni gye ana utumi ma na ho sisi ne ho so a eyi oba na dwendwen no bebre efi ne so but omeyi ma ye din say edu anwumre a na oyi nsusu asampa na make no but are ho pa onu a na housekeeping money no cry say no enye da na nsaka edu anwumre nso a Oshe say obenya nigye bia fi ni kunu won so onso akwase menu nso empejanity a oso empejanity ana permit to me safra o say tumrika na bra farm doctors ubedu farm doctors ya ye be ma edro papa bia na ye no say de bia ye kan no ye no use farm doctors mo enu a ye be ka say eni unfavored impacts nipa so unfavorable impacts.
Yes, I know someone no ebi kura so onya no ewo drugstore
there be no ye farm doctors ni eni akasa ni ye no and ye no bia bia say the make any side effect.
Yes,
ye no bia ye natural etu be ko baby na ye be ma eno painkiller ni eno bi ye use orthodox medicines we ho ba kumpo ye use bi da. But young kasa ye no papa.
Beba, we'll be tested. Say Kofi, are they the ones at OEB? Because I'm not more OEB than. Yes. Or say tell them I said they are God-given doctors. Or say young catch them say moye nyame achede yes and say waba pay.
Yes.
And right, Mami say thank you very much. Pay or say no person who say mona mo OEB na.
Beba choye
Or say or say nyame de demo achegana for.
Yes. Because farm doctors there obi oba farm doctors bia no nipa ba ko ba ochi dom e de breye eno na ma ye dwuma no nyame adom ekọ ani ma ani o ye nya nipa ba ko ana mienu a nipa papa bi he ma menka asem ncho o ye bi God is my witness papa no oba ye ne ma miensa ene ne yire ena ede ne sikam esoso ni mu pagya no ede ne bae na oba ya ye de ne trafidie ni ma ye share papa no ye ma na donum wo honom a papa ni BP no na enam 207 na Kofi na koma ni bopa na ujina outin se papa no wo wuawie na ye ma papa na dro na okoyusu edro no be se 1 week ye hosa papa ye nim ni unim eda no nyankopon enim no kwale papa ne ba ono nko na bae the friend Mr. Lai
wow
asema kan any say Doctor, me do na me nom ye no Nyankopɔn adom me ho ya me dinti ene me mana maybe me maybe me se me de me ho ba ba chia mo e be kire mo na yankasa no na ye ne no bom e hye Nyankopɔn animonyam ita no pe de ye ka so ne se ye to ye nsa e de afro se bomoden na etumika e won se wi ase ye de
mame monamano
but your number no ye
me pe wan kasa personal number.
Mianga my personal number ni 0256.
Dog nyabo tre mami 0 somebody bill
256
0256
77
99 49
0256
0256
77 99 49 Ena 0244 52 97 83 0244 52 97 83 If you find doctors, your numbers and they
na maybe say yare biara na
Kofi, farm doctors they Nyankopɔn adaroma yade bia na yade bia ye wo ho dro
because mana mo yedro no
because ye ni ankasa ne ye dro no unim say ye yade ni bi ho no ma ebinom ato din say sa yade no de eni adro oba farm doctors ye be ma wodro your doctors ekuku damfo a wato on boase na waye endu papa
nhwehwem
nhwehwemu na edro a ye wo liver edro ye wo kidney edro ye wo entiye no oba ye be hwe wo liver ye be hwe wo kidney ye be hwe wo pancreas ye be hwe wo gastrointestinal ye be hwe wo thyroid na say awotimi dew na oje ho be bia enje Nansay ehye obetimi di oji se odi ensu a enyunu bi egu ho ansa na ho atimi ato tumni kana bla farm doctors ye be ma edru a o teki edro no nansa se ohaw na uhu no uhu biem afei esiche yade na atna oso ache no Kofi esiche yade de Oba farm doctors say Adekyee to every you.
I know.
As it you farm doctors
dog, mama final message now to pay. And sorry so.
Me bacho farm doctors baby I will be ano. Oba faka na oba bisi Medina. Na udu Medina obisa dodua oyebi. Ufu dodua oyebi kana usu besuo oyebi junction. Udu oyebi junction bomodin se obefre ye number no enetie baby a wo bia no obesa oba farm doctors ya bomodin se obefre ye number no ofra ye obi obefa na oni wakasa na wa chiro ye chira kwan se be ya onwura etu de frɛ ofra ye be chiro ye chira kwan no ye ododua oyebi ofoka no na okache driver no ana mate ni say obesu oyebi junction obesu
farm doctors our oyebi a naturopathic clinic tini these are doctors are you don't want to for quite over 7 to 8 years in a practice and son one baba now there are only few omo ye kakra bi e wo gonna happen and they say wo pe baby na na make catch say fanese e ade mi no the water drama was a konekoto.
Yeah.
And the ononkasa eye drone e de ama wo. The wine e na nka wo bebe. And baby yes, I say. At the body answer between my friend Dr. 0256 77 99 49 0256 77 99 49 and now says 0244 52 97 83 0244 52 97 8
FM.
Masa, mumba. Say the miamini bosuno. Bright Soldier capsules. Dima Sama Mamio. Share.
Because on corner named Bright Soldier. A free bram is shot. Says me use Bright Garlic Plus. No, men sanity Tininano. Menusua Chirimi. And Menuma Tuninano. A jay. Mitisi Okonko. Only when you know the CMA. A bram me complaining is sissy. Anima think I now conform will be me Bright Soldier capsules. A jet to raw.
Bright Soldier. It's me general body pains. Nasam waba. And waba Martinka. A costro papa.
Hey, na. We are
Many kunu efa Bright Soldier no. A year Juma se unkonya. Bright Garlic Plus. And also to me cholesterol say see Bright Garlic Plus. And your immune support. Pa. Bright Soldier. And a Bright Garlic Plus. And your tatashi. Kwa pharmacy. Chemical. And Bright Soldier and a Bright Garlic Plus. At Tufonko Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. And Wonungwa Dogon. Last stop. Essel Junction. Flower 0243-983-906.
And 0261 651 898. Bright Soldier capsules. Dima Sama me.
Bright Garlic capsules. And your throat that FDA. I should just say a Gadian Cratway. I just won't say yeah.
I am so good at you, and I would yeba. Now, my swans you as once, my hoodie more to buy. Every year, you want to want me, Yammy say, show. My baby, I may better to my honor so, and also Bobo. Miss Security need to be that was a boss, my son, what I am. Now, so every time I came home aboard GBS Security Limited, and I meet me at the same from Nuwa, Makuma, and Mommy Pimpo. As I saw woman and 24/7. Don't comport na campus or matter. Never professionalism, any experience, any jai and cohocra. Omupot my papa. It is how we are cram, and answer we are to Moko. A sorry for Yamuko be a man about Popine. Say you are sorry, and answer a few, and answer what you mum. For what only GPS Security Limited for any sour swore, no more any bit me up wow. Now, so we should GPS Security Limited. One more tema, community for one passport office, no any DNM. And pobet me a email you a golden bright 194@gmail.com. And now for a number here did this way 0544 759233 0545 503331 and 0302 958873. At GBS Security Limited, we got you covered.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial *404# and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card: Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial *404# on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Kwame, na de no so why na nimbo sansa.
On fa na sika nkoma ya no mfo ibi. So mo ma na sase atom mo nyi sika ni.
Enemre yi mu. Abra OKP Ventures ya ba ma ensase ho nkomo aya fofofo.
Maka ho asema kire no. What is some onsase ni be kura wada. Sege na fe samto.
Ai, OKP Ventures nsase de eya asase amansotwe bia ni hu. Wotobia, woda. Ena so de yemfa sika ma na se obi mfa nye japade ma wo. Ene wato sika gukura. OKP Ventures wo mo nsase ho nkomo de eya bokokura. Omode na won kasa sanse se akura wo mo ma wo asase abra wo de ka ba na chese ehun krata asam ne ade nyina wo mo asoto e de ama wo hwe wo mo ti kwan e wo kotoba bi number 2 na wo mo emu asa kwan ne so anasa frɛ wo 0244885513 ana 0244156187 OKP Ventures to asase na nya hoto
atamfo wanya kika
Hey, Ostic Properties Pomo idea. Emuado me ko Jimmy dia seseya.
Jabra Fena, what's a woman can? Ye mu be ya kwako toss as in West Sea Dan Crazy. Ne krum high and I'll be your 5,000 Ghana cedis. Now ya chow cement 10 bags. I say a chow blocks 200 at home. I just say Oxted properties in Kwa.
Hey, where do you for me call? Me kwa yi kuma kwa Jimmy Jesus say ya.
And ya yi kuma kwana woman sassy wo. One sassy be a wododoa, a fienya, Shy Hill, do you Murama Town, and our face no a Suchari Junction, Sun City, a Chile Honomoa. One sassy will register a SMBN who counts on our person would be just as ya. One be to move. So we sick a crown and swan. Woman no bet na say yes, she now what she and come and need so. And you who free promo you move. She shall offset properties at your coin. I will do one fire service no and a bunch anymore. Fresh 0244 684069 and 0266 101406. Offset properties.
Deha ne badna wo deha be no me wa papata ke wa gbla e ba pu wa hem ke wa devu onyu ne dam ke wa na nga no egbo mia ke wa na yulo pe taf ke no fe no deha ha ma one pete wa he ne enu wa bo mi no fe no ne wa gela ma one pe ha wo ne deha ne wa mi se no
Dia paso.
Dear Chi, your social media handles yi so.
Facebook, Ahoto FM Official.
Twitter, Ahoto923_FM.
YouTube, Ahoto TV.
Instagram, Ahoto FM Official.
www.ahotoonline.com.
Ubet me afraid hotline 0202 03 93 50 0202 03 93 50. Name say video be and pictures be a ubet me at the WhatsApp number we so 0242 955 489 0242 955 489.
Ahoto FM, Ahoto Nkwa.
That our problems with voter registration will disappear. It's only a matter of time. If not at the next election, then the next election after, because we spend so much in voter registration. But once unique identity is determined, and you cannot have underage people coming to register to vote and all of that, I think the Ghana card will be a good identification document, as we are already seeing, so that we sanitize the voting registration system. In many countries, once you are 18, you're essentially on the voters register, and that is it. There's no complication to this and going to fight the election after, because we spend so much in voter registration. But once unique identity is determined, and you cannot have underage people coming to register to vote and all of that, I think the Ghana card will be a good identification document, as we are already seeing, so that we sanitize the voting registration system. In many countries, once you are 18...
We conduct ourselves well. We remain united, and we have a level playing field. That's my responsibility and the responsibility of the National Executive, to ensure that we have a level playing field so that the party can make its choice of its leader and all the other executives. When that is done, and we come together, we unite. Because that's what I'm looking for. I want to be able, on the 7th of January 2025, to go to Black Star Square in Accra and hand over the baton of government to the next MPP presidential candidate. On the 7th of January 2025, to go to Black Star Square in Accra and hand over the baton of government to the next MPP president. On the 7th of January 2025, to go to Black Star Square in Accra and hand over the baton of government to the next MPP presidential candidate.
If not at the next election, then the next election. It's only a matter of time. If not at the next election, then the next election after, because we spend so much in voter registration. But once unique identity is determined, and you cannot have underage people coming to register to vote and all of that, I think there would be a good identification document, as we are already seeing, so that we sanitize the voting registration system.
All right, so episode 92.3 FM, and I play you heard the president and then the vice president too. And I play and 0541825106. Honorable Aruna Kingsley Maliba, member of the NDC communication team national, and Ira Kumi Ado, who is also the executive director at the Care Ghana, one of the finest civil society organizations. Concentration age na elections ekoso ewo Ghana. So we'll be paying common. It's basically on the Ghana card as a requirement for the next elections. Senyana, the vice president Baumia Ekano, and then come on before then other issues so let me welcome them and now you're fine come on and trust so over to me journey was 0541825106 and I pay in near come on already lots of messages right now and about you making kind of so at the amount and the honorable Aruna Kingsley Amaliba my mama trying to pay boko dear
Kofi I mean just in chow na me chow crow no me yeduma na pay in cheminia kumi share
yeah
I mean, chair for so. I'm fine, more than for my national chairman. Any party moving from the national all the way to the branches. And the Juma or mobile. Unse exhibition no ekoso, and the branch elections too is imminent. So I want to urge everybody to participate. Open position, just go and take a card. How do you call a form? Fill, submit it. And available because NDC in your party discriminating. So who available who na delegates na yantua mawa. The no of the delegate doesn't mean it's never. It means that maybe at the moment no, you are not the one they are eyeing. Maybe as time progresses, no, the attention will come on you and they will vote for you. Until will be a fan of share organizations na ecosonomo. Let me find check here so ma Chairman Michael Tete. Na member na baso the Jumadi Udi Adeboa party no Miami P.
Chairman Michael Tete. Is it Pram?
Yeah, Pram.
Oh, I see.
Na minchia Alaji Sharif Abdul Nasiru or a neck member Emma NDC. Na minchia mi the Honorable MP for Timpane constituency, and not forgetting the incoming member of Parliament for Domi Kwabia, Honorable Adekyee Makuru, because the action is a Abirobe Pumakwem. That's a Parliament. Speaker, Eyajitum se vacancy abedaho. Never call by election or Domikwabia. I can tell you without any fear of contradiction that Adekyee will fill that gap gloriously. Wouldn't say NDC lose 138 seats in the last elections, right? Yeah. Because we have 137 now, plus the independent on the other side. All these areas are NDC losing. Baby are remaining active in terms of NDC candidate or call elections. No one winning seat, no one remaining vibrant till now.
Wow.
And yes, and NDC have remained vibrant and active and live in Domi Kwabia because of the activities of Honorable Adekyee Makuru. Despite the sabotage that came upon her by one own executives. And then the party chairman Mecca said, on one mama presidential candidate, but not the parliamentary candidate. These are issues that I want to urge the leadership across board, from national all the way to the branches, to try and deal with these matters going into 2024 elections. When you're party chairman, now constituency candidate ever contest, now you kotaba kwechi na ujaba kwa ebe top party pinimfonima, they should fight that person. Because see a two abani we are. That's a one preferred candidate Owusu, like it happened in Domi Kwabia. Israel, who was supported by Isaac Lamte, and he lost. The chairman became peeved and worked against the interests of the candidate. Other than that, candidates would have gotten a majority in parliament. The hung parliament we have now must teach us a lesson as a political party going forward. That this kind of anti-party activities and sabotage within by some constituency executives, should not be countenanced anymore. And I have no doubt that you declared the seat empty, and this will win the seat led by Honorable Adekyee Makuru. Because Adwoa Safwa, she didn't want the mandate genuinely. What would you have so? Like joke. What would you know? Adia Yodiano, Menje. Ojina Yodia, would do in Kuta, and in Guasin and also. Someone Pine Kufado. After the evil machinations, Kunipa 8, there to trust him, Satan should be in Guasia Banoso. But we will come to him.
Alright. David, come machine.
Munya Kofi Apoma.
Adum Papa.
You share ya check me baby so me share man show me so we need a break rough. Yeah, but you didn't come here. You didn't come. On say you nam.
Yes.
Because I'm chair ejuma ne ejuma no form. Enti ana esese okọ form now share near my course now to come. 92.3. Michelle baby now say chale me nua iso no yehu. Well, me bana mitie okujato ablakwa. Onim say ejuma ye dantem ke Ghana ye amanyoko bia branch ana whatever. Independent non-partisan civil society organization. And normally what happens is any electoral commission ye ejuma. Any political parties ni ejuma, especially NDC, NPP. Me by meti okujato Honorable Enka. He's one of the fine gentlemen in parliament. Tamoba or Neyera Mills, how fast he has risen in the political landscape. No, but one thing I can say, he's one person who on he doesn't pick his calls. May can't send you at times there are some people who call them to worry, that's fine. Some of us won't say if they have information, but you won't verify what you say. In order, perhaps it may help your party or maybe get some information from you. And I say, yeah, it can be natural. And we not say a friend, I say, be on fire. I send a text message now on fire. Mummy, money at Denkaka. Binum so one people must animals mind die. One person I make an Nsem in terms of a friend. For example, I've never been here to mention his name on radio before. But those people who are swift to respond to your call and I'll be so friend no to me for a fall back. And that's one thing I like about that man. And in the university, because I don't believe it's a political party be or per mine a downfall. And here the business have a frame on information because on our parliament there are certain authenticated documents and that's a very authentic document. It comes from parliament to help the work that we are doing. So be a bit me at mine or amnesty and he's a fine gentleman. I mean Okujato by a friend yes and on fire. So be Jumana yana you bet me up mine kind call. Because some of the things he mentioned with the Ghana card, when the issue of Ghana card we issued a statement concerning it and we raised very salient issues. So on which we are going to raise some of them here on the radio. So the effect and the impact the use of the Ghana card as a single document will have on our elections and the peace of this country. So and see, I think I raised my case there.
Well, Kofi. And I also like to say this. National chairman have a lot of things on his shoulders. And so many things goes through his mind at the same time. And no inachi, Kofi. Sabio. And yes, sir, Adansukru mubi niedi. There have not been a single day. Me my fresh chairman a wanfa. Our meeting now, I'll be catch you silently. Haruna, I am in a meeting. I'll get back to you. Or you sure he'll get back to you. To know why you are calling. And I was some of catch you so new one they cry. Obe mau adwene a betimi aboa na ne wo hwe no nsaka, even if not immediate, in shortest possible time no. When sure say Osabeka, and he will even find out from you later, either through a text message or a call. You find out said your car and your busan atimi what need your catch on atimi abemsana. I think that some your party jumano and you too much juma. Obin to obika e wodi oye. I'm only a Katia Ubayane say a top notch. Afreo Nobusa said, "Ohunti say na nyoma kosan." And that alone is a motivation. And I want to commend Chairman about that. Now, we are talking about the Ghana card and the matters arising. Kofi?
Yes, sir.
I want to address this matter to the NDC. Because the BIA Betrahana a MPP asem kwane yeka. Well, we can criticize the government. They expose omo magana for omo no boni omoye and the mamu fun omo mai. All these things are public knowledge. But si yen is also na yen su efie no. Ya ndani ye ni amehwe nyoma bia. We will not be doing ourselves any good. Kofi?
Yes, sir.
Before 2020 elections, President Mahama had a time without number that he will not accept the results of flawed elections. 2020 elections, Akufo-Addo and Jane Mensah did not only give President Mahama a flawed elections, but they gave him a flawed verdict again at the Supreme Court. What happened? What happened? And going into 2024, I want to sit on your video so no mama we are seeing na Ghana mine the NDC party in for as what they say. Nana Akufo-Addo is not prepared to hand over the baton of leadership to the NDC led by President Mahama. They can quote me anywhere. Baudi, listen to Elijah Mahamadou Bawumia. Of course, I tried knowledge for any objective bystander. MPP didn't win the elections, did they? Results are Jane Mensah declared on the 9th, on the 10th, or the press statement unsigned, changing the results, right? The website changing the bias 7 times. NDC Echo Court results of the bar court was different from all the 7 changes, including the gazetted one. True or false? Supreme Court led by Ani Yeboah, who is alleged to be a non-MPP member, a $5 million bribe issue. Supervise the proceedings in court. Catching this before say, so long as the Supreme Court cannot compel Jane Mensah to render an account to the people of Ghana and tell us how she managed to declare Nana Akufo-Addo as president and proceed to change the results 7 times. They cannot force him to testify and provide that information to the people of Ghana. Unanimously, the petition is rejected. At that material point, I was expecting the NDC leadership to leave the court and tell the people to demand the rerun of the elections. After all, President Mahama got approximately 7 million of that elections, correct? Is that a small number? Let's move half of that number to Accra. Remain on the street for 1 week. Non-violent resistance protest. And let's see if the old boy from Chebi would have gotten the balls to send a soldier for that post for say Ombetu Ghana Phobia. Let's see whether he could have done that. We sat in, and finally here we are. And until or the year also was gone at the end test.
Fine.
Gradually, on magnifying into 2020 elections, he killed Nipa 8. 2024, what is okay? Arrogantly, this is a man who is not prepared to seek the mandate from the will of the people. No. And you want to was say the aim number 1. And it's a obey unified party no. Well, no, any executives are elected no. And level playing grounds for all the contestants of MPP primaries. No more level playing ground in the year, they will proceed to present a formidable unifying front of the MPP. Not Ghana, but MPP. No, we are. The next step is say, or Belco Flagstaff House, or like Blackstaff Square. I can't handle about ton of leadership, you know. And the MPP elected candidate as the next president. Regardless of whether or not the people of Ghana will vote for them. Are you too scared? Because in every democracy, the mandate of the government is secured by the universal will of the people, correct? So, a bank and to me, and this man is telling you that member come hand over by the next MPP government. Or breaking the 8. But essence say, one need to me and fit mamu for hunti, and Yoma Oye Inano goes against the general well-being of the people. He didn't mention about the hardship of Ghana for firm, how he's going to resolve it. He does not provide any hope. Everything is politics, politics, politics. And I want the NDC to pay attention because Yewo Maya Ahimfua Yen Amayofo eto de din ni atwe ho adawira omodo ka pobo akese ebeti asem ni mu a afano ni yira eya adwobreo. Rollins time. I am aware some chiefs advise Rollins. Some moral society leadership, the Islamic community, the Christian community, and others. Omoni Rollins Ekasai. And subsequent leaders, Kofi and others, for peace and calm to prevail. Are we seeing that? That opportunity has been lost already. As we speak, Omampeni Kufuado and the government almost send their soldier from a recruit, boys libi, and for special weapon training. And they are arming people, including civilians. Aso for Nkasa. Christopher mpeni for Nkasa. Nkamufo mpeni for Biankasa. Obiaba no powder.
Aruto FM. Asheye.
Akufaro wa wiyo sika mo mine. Albana bushu for you. Mo ye say tam. Ye kabe kabi amambo atonsum. The last objective is say odemoja hwegu bebo mine mu. These are the plans. And they are used in the state institutions. Are you not scared? So our appointed MPP non-party party card bearing members echo Supreme Court. Are you not scared about that? The High Court and then the Appeal Court and the Supreme Court. Are you not scared about that? And to me, as an echo court in that, my fate will be determined, number 1, based on my tribe, and number 2, based on my political colors, but not the merit of my case, whether or not I am guilty. Are you not scared? What kind of country are we building? What kind of nation are we building? And we sit down and watch it to happen? No, something must happen in this country, of course. And if we fail as a people to rise up and reform the institutions, and President Mahama said when he addressed the nation at Kimpiski, Ghana at Crossroad, okay, some people will live in this country and die unemployed. See the young men in the street. See the young ladies in the street. See the hardship they're going through. But on 2014 to 2016, NDC, Afarijan Ekwahumi Jim, President Mahama appointed, I want to say, Mamina Yana Sumjeda. MPP hounded her until Omobayano almost for frivolous ways. No more the Pama Kofi. That issues are also hanging on the neck of Jen Mensah. And then Jen Mensah too, a non-family member of Akufo-Addo. Not now Kotanaho. And they are using her to do all their dirty deals. What is some of them who to a black one walker? And you see, me can story be a war. How do you call it? Phoenix platform. Tia Sama Ghana card. Say my nephew registered for his Ghana card in Kumasi and had it the same day. That year, I did mine in Cape Coast and I am counting months now. You heard that? Apart from Kumasi, a certain region, on the area, so or back Krobo side in the eastern region, also side, they are having challenges. Water region, they may go to northern region and go to central region. Any areas of Mufi say the electorate cannot be relied upon to get the card in these areas. So very difficult. The registration towards 2020 elections, how it happened. How people were physically prevented for the first time. Shameful army officers in uniform were seen as citizen inspectors, inspecting officers. You show nature of French, and I would just run borders and so on. Our conclusion is all the same. Either Togolese or Burkinabe or Ivorian won't be registered to vote. And they prevented people from registering. They used the electoral commission and used the court to deny NDC victory. Here we are today. Towards 2024. One was about Bawumia. Bawumia has let the cat out of the bag. And if NDC is sleeping, it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up. When Mahama was in office, margins consultant, Ghana card and Wojuma. The Ministry of Communication of penning for Motiwa, including appointed minister. Upon the Juma President Mahama, he couldn't issue command card. And the Ministry of Communication could not, at that time, supervise the successful execution of the printing of Ghana cards to Ghanaians. And the Juma NPP have come before Jumano, and they are turning it as a political gain against NDC. We can't build a country like that. You can't build a country like that. So, at the coming days, we are watching to see. Other than that, Ghanaians will never forget us, will never forgive us if we allow these people to have their field day. Say the Uncrophobic call biscuit, anything who electoral commission office. No more too many free and seven. The youth of the country will no longer sit by and allow those sabotage to succeed again. Definitely, there will be a corresponding response. How magnitude that response will be, I cannot tell. You cannot tell.
I mean, that's it. Yera Kesley, Maliba Aruna, a member of the NDC. Yera Kumi. Ushen Komonwa, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ashasia Woodinwa. Ayen in common.
Well, I'm saying I charity for me, Wankasa, and Wasum for. I think, well, he's a Ghanaian, and there's nothing wrong with expressing a desire and a wish or an idea. So for me, there's absolutely nothing wrong about it. Secondly, Nana Akufo-Addo, and so I can say his wish ne say Obe Unite Party no. Senebea Omede, Ombetimi Abum Island, Ajitumini Bio, no I break it 8 to me the black or co blaster square, our handing over power to the next NPP government. There's absolutely nothing wrong about it. All the political parties will do same, will wish same, will desire to have same. Now, Dr. Bawumia, Ghana card as a single document, source document for elections, no, it is a good thing. Now, I'm saying it is a good thing because I see a doom pempen so all the cards I wore are on mana cards be breach or bottom miss animal in ano. It's me yan bako, not feeling a bomb, it me bibia. There is nothing absolutely wrong about it. However, the Ghana card as it is today, and in the condition in which it is being administered, does not qualify to become a single source document to determine one's eligibility to participate in the 2024 elections. Make sure Ninti makers and say, so we share your 1992 Constitution, Article 42 of the 1992 Constitution. In fact, it's the same Constitution. And my electoral commission who say about formulating laws, that is CI, constitutional instruments for the conduct of every public elections. It's a mandate that has been given to the electoral commission. Senebea or Betumide are conducting elections. No, the same Constitution, Article 42, I can say. Mayema bibia NC Ghana ni already 18 years and above was sound mind ho kwan. Mayema bibia NC ne ho kwan. Say ontumi participate and ontumi exercising the franchise. Ontumi enko to aba. Enchire onipa ko a ono person odine so as a Ghanaian and as Ghana ni. I'm calling on our parliamentarians, those who believe, say, Ghana can't call and ye bois, any Ghana ye near boano. Side documents in Yan Tunchini. Make us see Yan Tunchi because I'm not saying, say, ABR, a trash and a baby, because when you say, parliament, I see, I know, you to me correct to be a womb. Either say, you're tuning in and I accepting you cannot make any corrections. And what is necessary? Says here, any balance corrections, woman, and mistakes, woman, baby, or her, and to assume woman, you do away with it. You call the attention of woman de by number 4 man, the uncle, no man, because some yes, in Sacramento, and into Ghana card and there, electoral commission, say, any Dr. Baumia expressing in desire, saying, as I say, no, yeah, the core elections in the assembly, emba, neon, and no more than Tokabeba. At the Ohabe Bre or May. At the Ebufusho Beba, many citizen, wouldn't say Okumbo Kumpa. A combo Kumpa, and Dr. Biabe Kukum, to me, and your budget, to me planning, because you're more sick and there. I debate your money in our prices, necessary a cost. Inflation day in and day out through an echo. And into the ordinary Ghanaian, apart from politicians, no ordinary Ghanaian. In fact, my main can hear because when you say politicians, we are more bread. I don't in Crawford, there are a lot of majority of the ordinary Ghanaian are suffering because imagine yourself, so you will be 1,000 Ghana cedi, mean all the bed, or bus school fees cry a saying, or rent a saying, utilities, water, any electricity a saying, and fuel, maintenance, any own account. A saying now, you can't live with even 2,000 Ghana cedis. It is so difficult. Wow, and there is no end in sight because and then say you call IMF, you could say you bring some credibility. Near to me at the Bobosia bio about the campusia name and so and then to be big kit to be a bit mama Akumakos row. Now we are NDC for your elections, and they say yes, I could to draw a bit more at the Saudi. At times, no, and young ope because there is so much hardship and difficulty, no. Akuma Ajina Kasankasa was wrong. Into the slightest thing before you are going to even act before you think. So, and into no, Ghana Kadi at your how be beba. Now, so we share international laws, and so international laws. In fact, let me quote one of them. Article 21 of the International Declaration of Human Rights. Eka say, government bia deriving to me every timemufo na timemufo sa to me no omo no de ma government through a periodic free and fair elections without any discrimination. What see the okuja to kan here clearly near course with the Ghana card, then the menu Malibaka. Clearly, everything that is happening with the Ghana card is discriminatory. Because if in a certain region, there are a lot of cards to be able to print for people in that particular region, then other regions are experiencing shortage. What is happening? Why is it happening? What is the authorities doing? Do they know? Have they heard? What actions have they taken? So militarization of the Volta region. Tama na year call election 2000. We spoke about it because we realized that what the military guys were doing was unfortunate. It was not appropriate. You can want some. You can't on the bank on the can be but you will never know. A soldier for the a 2 I can see I could dinner a whole road a block a man for say Momonko Asenia Russia near Ukraine in Tokwa or Ghana because of just an election expressing a desire to determine who you want to lead you. How then does it become like a war zone? So all these things happen, and I'm sure see the ordinary Ghanaian is not a timid guy. I'm telling you for a fact. Nobody should mistake that because you know you're so open bema, you're so open bema be bride. There is an extent that every human being will get that there is no fear. Fear moves away from you because you yourself, you are already walking dead. What I say, when it gets to that particular extent, there is no gun, there is no ammunition, there is nothing that can put the people away. Because in the war, Sri Lanka, look at what happened. Even with military guys, with all the accoutrements and all whatever the ammunitions, the guys were so much not afraid. And they were willing and ready to die for the country. Because Ghana had a bia yamayenda. And we see some of your anthems in this animal. I said, and yena assassini, a abording the man. Moja na yen na namum edijitu homa. What I say? They are the same Ghanaians, and they bet us. Nobody should mistake that. Omu di omu kwatu waji bo mansi wo omu no mu wo yan ye daso hai. Entiende se ye pegana sumdwe ni ye pegana kanko eno nche se ye hufo. Enti soldier for na police for na omu adani militias in the original police and original military no ye from ani asmo mo nkuku nkofo ha a demonstration moko ha moku nipa mienu miensa obibia be ye din no omundwe hu bio. The issue of the Ghana card in this particular elections will not suffice because nobody will sit down to ensure say abambone eba be she emrabone ama ye ho atire yen ti sese na ye ho atire yen dey and there be anopa bia be so we no. The first thing everybody wants to see the price of fuel. Everybody, sweater good boxer shorts, no socks are slippers now. You are heading straight to the fuel pumps to see, say, what is the price of fuel today? Because that is what the challenge is. Nyama and the because of your friend saying fuel prices, because transport fares cost row. And the Ghana card minya, it doesn't qualify to be a single source document because one international convention essay. No process of the electoral process should be a cost to the voter.
Actually,
what I say, immediately it becomes that it doesn't qualify. And then the Ghana card near 250 Ghana cedis. Your Ghana card now, then it doesn't qualify because I'll tell you, I'll give you 3 countries, African countries, Kenya, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, your neighbor. It happened. They forced the people to use a single source document. And I'm telling you what happened is that about 40% of the voting population couldn't participate in the elections. And it created a lot of confusion in Kenya. It's one of the things that created that confusion in Kenya. And people will rise up. Those who have they went to court to get the right to come and take their cards from the national in Ghana because NIA. So what I say? And until these things will not work out for us, these things is going to bring a lot of confusion.
I wrap up my man.
Your laws, one of the laws, your dear elections, and I say a guide in our elections, no, I say, your friends saying, Rupert law, no, and I say, I dare you bet me the registration there, and I bet me actually approval identity. Now you are Ramadan case in any your friends saying national health ID card no fimo. Now so voters ID card Electoral Commission now you cost spending 390 million Ghana cedi and the mao and I would call voters ID card just 2 years and then we to me find there then you are causing financial loss to the state. What I say, so Lord, no see you bet me the voters ID card. You bet me they prove your identity. Over to me the Ghana card, they prove your identity. Over to me the driver's license, they prove your identity. Passport, they prove your identity. So these are the documents. Let's keep them because we are not where we can use a single source document for any elections in this country. Let's fight for peace.
Right. So exactly just 54 minutes after 9 here, I want to know the 2.3 FM. Let me read a few of the messages now. No pay and trust. So Ajano Ewako for Idia. No pay was a good morning, citizen. If this government and the EC are deciding to steal 2024 general elections, like what happened in 2020 general elections, Ghanaians will not sit down for this lazy government to destroy our future. And they should know that there are so many ways to kill a cat. And on the pay, Ajano Ewako for Idia. Say, why kind of what kind of president is this? Every day blame game. Isaac will apply with Kofi. I'll say the Nakufado on it is a blame game Nana will draw. I was someone must say I said this Ghana card issues all the time, and the government don't obey Ghana laws at all. They can use Ghana card to vote, and these leaders must wake up and defend our right. And I now draw an apology about say, and it's for and now if I Ghana card who will say, Kofi, can any president sack a judge from any court any court? We if we see on edit freely going on the pay also will be sat in an pay. Daniel Channel Owusu who must say I have always been saying that MPP is the greatest pandemic that Ghana has ever had. Not long ago, they bluntly told Ghanaians that we are sitting on money. Big lies, and Ghanaians gave them the mandate to serve. Today, they have messed up the country big time. Survey upon surveys are shown that the economy in Ghana is in a bad shape in regards to the corrupt related issues. I also my goal and one more account than the channel anyway. Every soon on the pay one also a day abba and let me read few so that I don't pay. Also, citizen, good morning. I say, please, good morning. How are you doing? In fact, my heart is bleeding when I heard President Akufo-Addo saying that he will hand over power to the MPP president. He should come and see what is happening. Yeah, people are fighting hard day in, day out before getting food to eat. Mr. Citizen, in 2016, lorry fare from Yeji to Sagakope is 35 Ghana cedis. Now it is 150. The president is joking. We Desmond Agbe Nyaso anyway fi Yeji Jakalai number 2 and pay one also the way aba let me take this one so that I'll say good morning citizen, please keep up the good work you're doing for the mother Ghana. I'll say in fact Nana and Dada Hine and his VIP liar Balmia should rather come out and apologize to the ordinary Ghanaian citizen for incompetently, poorly managing after plunging the country into this abyss of an economic mess. He has the effrontery to be talking about the next elections. Jokoto, anyway, free. Asamakisa on the pay, also Ediaba. Well, until I mean, far away, then I can also give way. Now, I can't find the academy banner. I'm going to crack up and pay. Alasan Sisse and Alasan Sisse, or say the vice president was at Kumasi commissioning of roads in short of him to be commissioning Ghana cards, which is important to him and roads. This guy is empty in governance and they have no respect for the Ghanaians. Right into Amaliba
Kofi.
Only 3 minutes.
Good. Does it mean NDC is against Ghana card? No. Because so share the contribution of NDC towards infrastructure, IT infrastructure in this country. It's unprecedented. They didn't see that. Talk about the Eastern Corridor fiber optic cable from Keta all the way to Napanduri and to Boko, Yendi, the western side, the Ghana, how do you call it, digital center, the Accra Digital Center at the National Data Center and Accra Digital Center, the IT infrastructure across the regions and the district, the NIA towers, and others. We built all these things to ensure, say, you remember the country, the needed technological startup. So we have nothing against the Ghana card. After all, Adia buying the free even features also Ghana card and Crampo use for no. They're not doing it that way. They are using it as a political tool to deny the people of this country their political right to choose a leader or to choose leaders for themselves. And they are doing so in a discrimination manner. That is what we are talking about. So we share a nyoma ekosona. Ye fapem na mampine Kufuado esene kakran. Look at education we be man kwa kudru. Na Minister of Education by now so yes omo you $130 million or so. At the Kofi din kwala was secondary the tertiary schools, teacher training and nursing training colleges. At the time when you fertilizer and put farmer farmers. You see the priority? Consumption. But the development of this country is not prime, it's not the prime on their agenda. We will not sit down and allow that to happen. And we pray that they should speak now or they should forever keep their mouth shut. But Sabani na Jane said, Obesa Day, Takashe Kwanso and we are Banimua. When we get to that river, we will cross. Actually, and no court order or any other institution because justice emanates from the people. God will give a ruling, but the people will defy the order from the court.
Sure. Thank you very much, Ira Maleba. Ms. Ado, great.
Listen, I want to add, this one goes to NDC and NPP. Nia Emma internal elections, edani acrimonious, and in Tokobebre, Ekoso. Say, Onipa Kwankasa Oko elections, no, or no, a referee. How do you say the party executive at just one upper level is supervising an election in the elections at the immediate lower level? Obviously, the people have interest. And then they should get an independent body from the party. What you say? And into say regional elections are national shouldn't and regional shouldn't supervise. National shouldn't supervise. Get independent people from the party.
Right.
Yes, I did.
Right. Thank you very much. So it's exactly 10 o'clock, and we make way for the mid-morning show. Just Nyami, I was some say or say, no pay wuchia ora, Owen Frimpong, darling boy. I was some say, I shall pay. You see me the edition of Kofi, so I pay the mid-morning show. I trust them. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed on 92.3 FM.
Shane oba wo school papa bi say pampers $1 ni kapa hwese na mofra edi agro na wo suade ahoto FM their education edi science and education is the key to success and tiane pampers $1 school akabom ya ye mammo